Hey guys, I wanted to talk today about lead generating and kind of what I've been seeing. I talk to a lot of agents on a daily basis and I kind of see the trends. Here's something else that I saw, which I think we pretty much all know at this point. NAR, this is profile of buyer and seller. You can go to NAR site yourself and see it. 73% choose realtor based upon relationship. They're saying at least really, it's the numbers are 60 to 70%. I have it somewhere else too, where it actually says at least 70% of their production comes from referrals. So, all right, let's just say it's 60%. Let's just say it's 70%. Either number you want to use doesn't really matter. The point is that a majority of your business is coming from referrals. Do you understand that a majority of your business is coming from referrals? Every single day, I have agents calling me, talking about internet leads and this and the other. You guys are focusing on the side dishes and not on the main course. If you want to be successful in real estate, you better start focusing on the main course. If you know the most of your business is going to be coming from people who have referred you, what are you doing today to get that referral? Hopefully it's creating relationships. If we know at least 70% of your business comes from referral, what are you doing about it? What are you doing to create those relationships? Some of this may be, common sense. Some of it may not be. I don't know, but let's go through this stuff. You have to be a good friend to people in order for them to want to use you and refer you. But honestly, it's not enough. You also have to prove that you are worthy of their business. In other words, that you're a professional. Now, that's really important. All right, let's get to this next slide before I get too deep here, because I'll go off on a tangent. You all know me. What is your sole job? Number one, generate business. That's your job. That's not my job. Your job, my job is to train and support you. Your job is to generate the business. Yes, I do support you in that as much as I possibly can, but what are you doing to generate business for yourself? This is the question. I would like to set up an appointment with you as soon as possible. If you're serious about increasing your business, I want to help you, and I can help you. It's just you must make the time for me. Your number two job is to close the transaction, which I know has gotten a little bit more difficult to do because of the lending criteria and the appraisers just, flexing their muscles. So it just made it a little bit more harder. Again, we've got the systems in place to take care of that. And your last one, creating clients for life. What are you doing to create clients for life? Do your past clients remember you? Chances are no, unless of course you're reminding them and following up with them, still keeping in contact with them a minimum of once a year. I think minimum of once a year is too little. If you're doing it once a year, you're not being a very successful business owner. You need to have a system in place that automatically goes out, okay? You could do it through Facebook. You could do it through the newsletter. I highly recommend the newsletter. I've already told you guys 100 times. It is proven. So if it is proven, why aren't you using it? All right, so let's get back to number one, generating business. Sphere of influence, we already talked about that. 70% of your business is going to be coming from your SOI. Otherwise, people in your circle, people who know and like you. Do they know you're in real estate? This is for you to answer for yourself. Does everybody you know you're in real estate? And listen, if you haven't told them at least 5 times, they probably have forgotten. So don't assume people know. Every time you see them, you should be reminding them. There are lots and lots and lots of easy ways to do this. Wearing your name badge everywhere you go will remind people that you're in real estate. Very simple, very easy. Having a shirt that says you're in real estate. There's all these funny shirts that say, realtor by day, ninja fighter at night, or, awesome cook at night. I mean, there's one that I thought was hysterical. It said, I would rather be doing an open house than having lunch with my mother-in-law. I mean, that was hysterical to me. So, I mean, you don't have to get that graphic, but the point is, people who want to go out right now and open a business, you have two choices. You either open a service-based business or you open like a storefront. Now, those people who create the storefront business, let's just say they want to go out and open a jewelry store, or it doesn't really matter, a clothing shop. I don't care what it is. They have to invest in the space. They also have to invest in the inventory. Because you're in a service-based industry, thank goodness you don't have inventory. That is your listing, so hopefully you can get those listings. But good news is we all work on reciprocation in this area. We work on cooperation, so we all share listings. And of course, in this office, you walk in the door with listings, which is really, really important for you and your success. So the inventory, we pretty much got that covered. But you also, just like the normal storefront owner, must have a space. Your face is the space, and don't think for 1 minute you're getting away free. I mean, the average store in this area is a minimum, for an office location, it's a minimum of $5,000 a month. Tell me why you think you should not be spending that same amount of money to own a business. You're owning a business. This is not going to a job. You have to put the money in. If you wanted to open a clothing store and you didn't have money for a space, you're out of business. It's the same in real estate. If you don't invest money in your space, which is you marketing yourself, then you run out of business. That's just how it is. So you need to think about this. What are you doing to create marketing for yourself? If you want your space to be online and you want to devote a lot of money online, great. If you want it to be in a storefront, you can knock yourself out. Create a branch office. I don't care. The point is, there will be money that you're going to have to spend. So start thinking about it and start preparing yourself for it right away if you want to continue in business. All right, let's go on. Does your family think that you're professional? Don't think that you can tell them one time and that they're going to remember for life. If they don't remember, it's your fault. But I think it's even a step further. I've actually had an agent in the office that his own aunt wouldn't use him, and it's because I started asking questions to try to figure this out. He never spoke about real estate in front of her, ever. So just because you get your license doesn't mean you're a professional, and people know this. Everybody knows somebody who at one point was in real estate or did it part-time or still does it part-time but doesn't really do anything. They think that you're not a professional. So what do you need to do to show them you're professional? Guys, we already did that for you too. We created the hot sheets. All you got to do is put your name and your photo at the bottom. It's that simple. Then put it out there. You got to get it out there so people know you're a professional. You have to be talking about real estate on a regular basis. It could be in a casual conversation. Oh yes, I was just helping one of my clients find properties. This past weekend, and wow, what great deals are going on. If you do not talk about real estate on a regular basis, they think you're doing nothing. And if you're doing nothing, you're not a professional. Get those flyers out there. If you don't want to have a Facebook page, fine, but you're really hurting yourself. I want to tell you this right now. You are hurting yourself. If you don't want to do it, fine. But what you do need to be doing then is emailing it, printing it out, sending it to people. You need to get this information out. Everybody that you know that has a 9-to-5 job will put it at their work if you ask them to. Okay? Did you ask for the business? Do you know how many people tell me, I've never asked for a referral? Why not? Why not? You're hurting yourself once again. Ask to receive. Hang out with people who support your business. If they don't, get new friends. I'm being so serious with this, guys. I actually had an agent who told me that she's spending a lot of time with her friends and her family, and and then I said to them, and she says, but nobody will refer me. And I said, well, did you ask why? Do they know another realtor? Oh, yes. The aunt is a realtor. Their aunt is a realtor. Your friend's aunt is a realtor? I hate to be mean, and I really don't mean it in any way, shape, or form bad, but if you want your business to succeed, it's time to get new friends. You want to be around people who support you. I had a lawyer once who knew I was in real estate, and he literally gave the business to someone else, and I got myself a new lawyer. I'm sorry. That's just the way I work. If I'm going to support your business, I expect you to support mine. But guess what, guys? It also works in the same way. I can't be mad at somebody who told me that they were selling jewelry, which is a true story. I actually had one of my clients, she wanted me to buy this jewelry. So, I'm not a huge jewelry at that point, especially now I've become one because I've been forced to buy a lot. But I can't expect to be like, no, I don't like jewelry, and then be upset with her because she didn't ever use me when she went to sell or buy her a house. Again, you got to give to receive. So if you're expecting your family and friends to do everything for you and you don't have to do anything in return, I mean, you're not being a very good friend, and you're not looking too good there with getting referrals. So when your family and your friends and people in your life are selling something or supporting a cause or anything of that nature, you should be interested as well, and you should support them. And then all you have to do is just give, and trust me, you will receive. When you support your community and your friends and your family, they will support you too. But you have to show an interest and help them out. Again, I ended up with a bunch of jewelry, all because I know that I must give to receive. I wanted to support her business genuinely, and I knew that she would support mine as well. And guess what? It works. It's a really great theory. Look, I know I could have bought the same jewelry anywhere else for cheaper. It doesn't really matter. It matters to, stick with the people, support the businesses of people that you know, and they will also support yours. Popeyes. I love to do Popeyes. They're so much fun for me. Leave the car on. Don't leave the front steps. Hey, my past clients, I love to do this to them. I haven't seen you in a long time. My kids baked some cookies. Are you going to be home in Saturday morning at 1 o'clock, or are you going to be home in an hour? I'm driving by your way, and I thought I could maybe drop some off. Again, it's just simple stuff that is really important. And then remember, you're face to face. You get to say hello to the dogs, see everybody, and they don't forget you. Top of mind awareness. TOMA. Don't forget TOMA. Phone calls. Handwritten notes with a coupon. I love to do this. I love to give handwritten notes with a little coupon from the entertainment book. They told me that they were thinking about or that they love to golf, or they're thinking about taking a cruise, whatever. I stick whatever's in the entertainment, I cut one of them out and stick it in there and be like, hey, I saw this and thought of you. Hopefully you'll be able to use it. Hopefully it will help you out. I get so many people so happy over the coupons. I can't tell you how often the coupons get the huge thank you so much. And it's just a coupon. It really took me no time, and it cost me very, very little. Be interested in your people. Attend birthday parties and events. Guys, again, you got to get out there, meet people. I love to go to birthdays and events because then I get to tap into their sphere and let them know. Again, there will never be an event that I ever go to that I do not talk about real estate. It's impossible for me to not talk about real estate. And I'm proud of all the people that I help and all the things that I do. So naturally, I should be okay. I mean, I'm not selling. I'm so excited about what I do, and I do want to help other people. So you can look at it as selling. I look at it as I'm helping people. And hey, if you want to be successful in real estate, you better start thinking the same way. Create neighborhood alerts. This is so simple, guys. Go to MRIS. Just go to MRIS. Enter every single person you know. Enter their email address and set them up a neighborhood alert. Most neighborhoods don't get more than a few sales a year. If that's the case, if I set everybody up with their neighborhood, they're only going to get a couple, maybe maybe 5 to 10 emails a year. But again, that's putting me in front of them 5 to 10 extra times a year, even if it was twice. Now, if they're in a really large, like for instance, Sequoia Harbor, I have a couple clients from there, and they are that's a really huge neighborhood. So with that one, I usually will break it down to houses similar to theirs. So if it's just 4-bedroom house, 3 bathrooms, 2-car garage, I'm gonna put narrow it down a little bit so that they won't get all of the homes for sale, but just the ones like theirs. And then I always put a note. FYI, I thought you'd want to keep up with your equity. And I saw this and thought of you. Again, that's my point. I just want to, guess what? You said it one time and you forget it. It's going forever. And now they're constantly seeing your name in their email box, several times a year, which is what you're wanting. Add them to Facebook. If you don't want to create a Facebook page, you're hurting yourself. I'm telling you right now, you're hurting yourself. But if that's what you choose to do, please don't complain about it. So get them on Facebook, and then again, like their pictures. Comment on the activities that they're interested in now. I learned so much about people through Facebook, and I love Facebook so much. It has allowed my relationships, I feel, to get stronger with the people that I know. And again, when you're interested in them, they'll always be interested in you. You want to create that top of mind awareness. Tap into your main dish, guys. Tap into the main dish. And if you're not, we really need to come to me. We really need to work on this. This is your big picture. And if you're relying upon those internet leads, again, they're great, but they're the side dish. So you're tapping out on, you're missing out on a huge opportunity for yourself. Anyway, I hope this helps you. And if you have any more ideas to throw my way, I'd love to hear them, because I can always add them to the comment section or anywhere else, so that people who see this, on our forum and places like that will get more ideas. All right, hopefully this helps. Thanks, guys.